In the end, it wasn't poison, it wasn't a scandal, it wasn't even the whispers of the other wives that brought Clara down. It was truth, truth, slow and sharp, like a blade she had ignored for far too long. After Richard's passing, the mansion turned cold. The golden halls that once shimmered beneath her heels now echoed only with footsteps she didn't recognize. The will was read a week later, a gathering of faces she once commanded, now united by grief and quiet vengeance. Pause. Clara entered the grand sitting room with her head high. Her golden dress shimmered under the chandelier, her diamonds catching the light like tiny daggers. But beneath that perfection, her heart pounded with something she couldn't name. Fear. The lawyer cleared his throat. His voice was steady, but the words that followed shattered everything she'd built. To my beloved wives and children, I leave my estate divided evenly, except to Clara, my fourth wife, who shall receive only what she brought into this marriage, for she took more than gold from my home. Her fingers tightened around the arm of her chair. For a second, the world stopped moving. The wives exchanged glances, not cruel, not gloating, just silent justice. Clara whispered, This must be a mistake." The lawyer didn't look up. He simply continued. Soft thunder rolls in the background. Her eyes filled with fury and then tears. Not the kind she could fake for sympathy, but the kind that came from the hollow space where love used to live. She stood, trembling. "You think you can take this from me?" she hissed. "I built this house. I carried his name when no one else could." But no one answered. The wives turned away. Even the servants looked down. For the first time, Clara realized she had no audience, no followers, no one left to rule. That night, she wandered through the mansion room by room, memory by memory. Each space whispered pieces of her past. The laughter she silenced, the love she buried, the humanity she traded for power. She paused in Richard's study, her fingers grazing the empty chair where he once sat. And there, in the quiet, the truth settled over her like dust. She had won every battle, but lost every heart. And that was the revenge. Not from the wives, not from the world, but from life itself. A week later, Clara left the mansion. She never looked back. She never spoke of the mansion again. But those who met her said, there was a gentleness in her now, a softness that only comes after the heart has broken and healed imperfectly. She didn't fall to her perceived enemies, rather, she fell to herself. Sometimes, the most powerful revenge is simply watching the truth decides the fate of life, and the wicked be left alone. That's a lesson to her type. Thank you for watching and subscribing to my YouTube channel, The End.